Hello and welcome to A1 channel. Death doesn't need to be all doom and gloom, and one PhD candidate took that idea quite far. The man Julijonas Urbonas is a Lithuanian artist, designer, researcher, engineer, and associate professor at Vilnius Academy of Arts, and he was formerly director of a Soviet amusement park in Klaipėda. I probably speak from cultural bias when I admit to you that Soviet amusement park sounds like an oxymoron to me. And me pointing this out just now is called a comical oxymoron, if you care for such trivia. Not to sound too ominous, but Julijonas' earlier PhD in design art research from 2005-2007 has been temporarily suspended. It probably has no relation whatsoever to what I'm about to tell you. Anyway, this guy decided to put his PhD to good use by combining his knowledge of amusement parks and engineering with death. And isn't making people die what every PhD candidate aspires to deep down, when they are honest with themselves? I wouldn't know, but I imagine so. The invention what Urbonas designed is the so-called euthanasia coaster. It looks a lot like a roller coaster, but when it comes to its intent, it's basically the most spectacular euthanasia machine, engineered to humanely but more importantly with elegance and euphoria take the life of a human being. Or up to 24 human beings at a time, actually. A scale model of the euthanasia coaster, so if you are sick of life and want to go out with gravitas, with the euthanasia coaster your final journey is made pleasing, elegant, and meaningful, Urbonas' words. The death. Let's look at how this pleasing, elegant, and meaningful journey unfolds. As you wait in the queue, 24 corpses are being dragged away. As elegant as the euthanasia coaster process allegedly is, it sure isn't subtle. You get on the train with the other people who either wish to die or are forced to as a way of execution for their horrendously violent crimes. Dignity is questionable. In 2 minutes, the lift will then take you to the top at 510 meters 1,670 feet. Once you reach the top, you will have a final chance to get out if you so choose, or part with your loved ones who took the ride to the top with you. Once you are ready to go, a 500 meters 1,600 feet drop will take the train to 360 kilometers per hour, 220 miles per hour, before it speeds into the first of 7 inversions. Each inversion has a smaller diameter than the one before it, so that the ride, which takes only 60 seconds, maintains a pleasant 10 grams as the train loses speed. Along the way you will experience euphoria and thrill, obviously, then grey out, then tunnel vision, then blackout, then G-lock, which is G-force-induced loss of consciousness, and finally, due to the prolonged cerebral hypoxia, the brain starving from oxygen, death. You probably won't even make it into the 3rd inversion. Usually, the 1st or 2nd inversion renders the passenger brain dead. The 5 inversions that follow are just for good measure. After a sharp right-hand turn, the train will enter a straight part, where corpses can be unloaded, new passengers can take a seat, and family can collect a snapshot of their deceased loved one. See? I told you death is not all doom and gloom.